Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture, and Halloween is definitely in the rearview mirror now, but here at AV Pop Culture, horror movies never go away, they just hibernate a little. So it is time to trade away the pumpkins and Halloween-focused horror for some good Thanksgiving horror stuffing. Thanksgiving horror may not be as big as Halloween or even today. We are carving up the 10 best Thanksgiving horror movies ever made. From Pilgrims to homicidal suburban dads, let's get into it. Pop that tape in. I got you. Let's go do this. All right, the 10 best Thanksgiving holiday horror movies ever made. Don't you worry, Christmas stuff is coming. I promise you. But we got a little Thanksgiving business to take care of here, and we're going to start at number 10 with 2019's Pilgrim. This is from Blumhouse, and this is Thanksgiving horror done right, though it's not my favorite overall. You have a suburban mom here who invites like a group of colonial reenactors to help celebrate an authentic Thanksgiving, and these folks take the word authentic to homicidal extremes in this movie. I mean, it's definitely got a lot of satire in this that's wrapped up with the whole Thanksgiving pie crust, but the tension in this thing builds slowly until the gratitude and this authentic nature turns into absolute terror. The fake smiles that are just a little too creepy, the family dysfunction, and the dinner table that I promise you, you do not want to sit at. If you've ever had an awkward Thanksgiving that went off the rails, Pilgrim says you got off very lucky because it takes it and turns it up to 11. Check it out. Pilgrim comes in at number 10. Now at number 9, I have one that's going to be a little bit controversial on this list, and that's 1986's Chopping Mall. I get it. It is not technically about Thanksgiving itself, but I'm going to argue it's about Black Friday. Let's say that. Like, to me, I watch it around this time of year, and that's why it wasn't really on any Halloween lists for the most part, because I always kind of associate it with Thanksgiving. They're locked in the mall's having a big sale coming up, like all this stuff. It feels like a Black Friday Thanksgiving horror movie, so I count it in my book. You have a group of teenagers who are locked inside a shopping mall after hours, and the new robotic security guards, which look like a bunch of, cheaper versions of Johnny Number 5s from Short Circuit, go rogue. So cue the neon lights, the full 80s vibe in here, exploding heads that look super cool, mall food courts, Kelly Maroney, Barbara Crampton. It's like you're in more food courts here in the mall than you are in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, just about, because you're in the mall the whole time. A cool mall that I have been to multiple times. It's kind of cool. It's goofy though. It's gory. Totally 80s. Roger Corman way back there behind all this thing. Perfect for that like post-turkey horror movie watching the next day when you're just sitting around and having a good time. And when the killbots start chirping, thank you, have a nice day, after they vaporize someone, that is the true spirit of Black Friday and Thanksgiving. Chopping Mall, I'm going to argue, is on my list. It comes in at number 9. Now, number 8 is one nobody can argue. It's 2008's ThanksKilling. A talking, murderous turkey. And he's going to stalk kids over Thanksgiving break. Yes, that is the whole movie of ThanksKilling, and it is super vulgar, ridiculous, and absolutely perfect at what it does. You get a hand puppet basically causing carnage, terrible puns, and taglines that read stuff like gobble gobble mother, It's very Trauma style. If you're not familiar with Trauma films, Google them. But it's set in the Thanksgiving horror world, and it is best enjoyed with friends, drinks, and zero shame in doing so, because sometimes you don't need subtlety, you just need a ridiculous good time and a killer bird and some bad one-liners. ThanksKilling gives it all to you. It comes in at number 8. Now, number 7 is one that's a little more recent and kind of a slick, well-polished horror in a way, kind of sleek. It's 2014's Kristy. And it's sort of an underrated gem. A lot of people don't know about this one as much. Kristy follows a college student who is stuck alone on campus during Thanksgiving break, and she is being hunted by a masked cult targeting all women named Kristy. That's the sort of the plot. So it's very minimalist, it's tense, it's pretty damn good for what it is. The empty dorms, the flickering street lights, the flickering fluorescent lights overhead, the chilly November isolation. You can feel the cold gray to all this. If you like movies like The Strangers or You're Next, you're probably gonna like this. Though this one, it's better than a straight home invasion movie. To me, she's alone and there's no one else around and there's a bunch of people coming for her. So it's fast, it's smart, it's mean. It's perfect for anyone who's ever spent Thanksgiving alone, or you get a creepy, lonely feeling that you kind of get if you wander an empty campus or an empty library or an empty hospital where there's supposed to be a lot of people and they're disappeared because of a holiday. That's what you get with Kristy. It comes in at number 7. Now, at number 6, we have what I consider to be the definitive Thanksgiving slasher. It's 1987's Blood Rage. This is it. I mean, it's a cult, low-budget movie, but this is kind of where this started, and everything else is just chasing this for ridiculousness and slasher goodness. It's got cranberry sauce murders in this. No joke. You got twin brothers. One is homicidal. One has been framed. And you've got Thanksgiving dinners, knives, 80s, B-movie excess in this, because when the killer escapes the asylum on Turkey Night, on Thanksgiving, suburbia becomes basically, it's kind of then it almost becomes Halloween in a way, but on Thanksgiving, pure VHS, low-budget cult film insanity, a over-the-top soundtrack, over-the-top gore, and legendary line, it's not cranberry sauce. If you want a real Turkey Day slasher massacre, this is it. Blood Rage comes in at number 6. Now, number 5 is 2023's ThanksKilling. And so, after teasing people for a long time with a fake trailer, Eli Roth finally delivered the real thing. And it's pretty gross and over the top. It's set in Plymouth, Massachusetts. It follows a masked Pilgrim taking revenge after a deadly Black Friday stampede. And so it is a very mean movie. Very mean, but also it's funny. It's undeniable that it's funny and just absolutely over the top. A modern slasher that really knows exactly how silly and crazy it is and just sort of embraces it. So you've got Roth's over the top gore that he does in everything. The kills are inventive. The holiday satire is all there. The Pilgrim, all this kind of stuff. So a lot of people now want to consider this the definitive Thanksgiving horror movie. Just give it a little time. We'll see if it gets there. Right now, it's still piping hot. Let's see how good it holds up as leftovers. But for me, Thanksgiving comes in at number 5. Now, number 4 is one you may not think of. It's 1986's Deadly Friend. And this is a Wes Craven film, and only Wes Craven can take a sweet teen romance and turn it into a romance meets Frankenstein, deadly scary movie, basketballs, exploding heads, that somehow still feels perfect for fall and Thanksgiving. As a shy genius loses the girl next door and brings her back to life with a computer chip, because that's how love in the 80s worked, man. So you've got all the tragic heartbreak here, robots, and that iconic basketball to the face scene. It still, though, manages to be cozy, autumnal, suburban horror with Wes Craven's, melancholy, kind of ironic fingerprints behind it. But if you want something warm that takes place around this time of year and still weird and still kind of horrifying while you watch it, around Thanksgiving, Deadly Friend is one that I highly recommend it comes in at number 4. Now, number 3 is one that finds its way into quite a few lists for me around this time of year because I tend to watch this movie quite a few times this time of year, and it fits. It's 1993's Addams Family Values. Not really horror, okay? But the Addams Family is all those macabre horror vibes, just done as the rare family movie. So it kind of doubles as a horror comedy and a Thanksgiving roast, because that's what they really do in this movie. They roast Thanksgiving. Wednesday Addams burns down a colonial Thanksgiving play at camp, and she tries to take the American, ideal of Thanksgiving apart, which is dark, it's funny, it's a roast, it's not meant to be taken seriously. It's also one of the most fun moments in 90s cinema. You've got the gothic set design that goes along with the Addams Family that gives those horror, creepy vibes. They're creepy and they're kooky. Raul Julia, you've got Angelica Houston, you got Christina Ricci doing it solid, deadpan and creepy brilliance. It is very rewatchable. This is one you can watch with everybody because it's not too full of gore. But if you still want something wicked, cozy, macabre, that's what Addams Family Values is. It comes in at number 3. Now, number 2 is one of my favorites. It is 1987's The Stepfather. This is Thanksgiving horror under the guise of a warm cardigan right here, because you've got Terry O'Quinn delivering one of the best performances you're ever going to see in a horror film as he plays a man obsessed with the perfect American family, the perfect slice of Americana, that white picket fence, all that stuff that we conjure up in our visions of Thanksgiving that goes with it. And every time he gets a family and they start to disappoint him, he kills them and starts over again. It's suburbia gone psychotic. A Norman Rockwell painting with a body count. The film just oozes fall atmosphere, right down to playing in fall leaves that were raked up, brown lawns, family dinners. They actually sit down to Thanksgiving dinner in this movie. Terry O'Quinn's carving, talking about what he's thankful for, understanding Thanksgiving for the first time, all of that stuff, but it just hides the monster right underneath the surface. I love O'Quinn's performance in this. If Blood Rage is like the definitive slasher and chaos movie for Thanksgiving, then The Stepfather is the essence of Thanksgiving itself with horror on top. The family dinner from hell and that just a little too creepy relative maybe that's over there. It's the most November horror movie ever made, really. Quiet, polite, and creepily repressed in something hiding just underneath. That's The Stepfather. It comes in at number 2. And at number 1, we have 2021's Black. This is sort of, for me, the ultimate fun, ridiculous Thanksgiving weekend out. It comes in at number 1. So there you go, 10 terrifying Turkey Day ways to keep your spooky season alive through the holidays. From killer pilgrims to homicidal dads and retail zombies, these are the Thanksgiving horror movies that will make your stuffing curdle. Let me know which one of these is your favorite. Are you into Stepfather, Blood Rage, ThanksKilling, Thanksgiving? That's the new hot one. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, and you guys can argue over it over some pumpkin pie. Don't worry, I got a couple more Thanksgiving videos on the way. Christmas nostalgia, all that stuff is coming. So make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and stick around. If you'd like to further support what we do here, get some extra special videos and content in your name in lights, you can do so by joining my Patreon. The link is in the description, and I really do appreciate it. I hope everybody has an amazing Thanksgiving season, Christmas holiday season, all of that stuff. We're going to cover it all here. I look forward to sharing it all with you. It's the most magical and fun time of the year, and I absolutely love it. But until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.